The world of cinema right now just cannot seem to compete with media that's coming out on platforms like YouTube, Twitter, even Rumble and Instagram, TikTok. It's out of line, and I'm going to let you know right now. Stay tuned for what you're about to see. This is crazy. I ran over to ChatGPT real quick, and I got some information. Apparently, $150 billion was generated in revenue from ads on YouTube and social media platforms alone in 2023.
Billion, nigga, 9 billion. You better duck, nigga, 9 billion.
In the whole cable TV broadcasting industry, there was only 60 billion generated. Now, of all of that, YouTube was only, on the internet side of things, of that, YouTube was only $36.1 billion.
Want to make money?
What?
Of that internet ad revenue, but that's still a huge chunk of $150 billion that is generated just alone in ad revenue from these internet services. And as well, they're projecting that YouTube will double in its size. So that means just with that information added in 2024, from 2023, we went from $150 billion in ad revenue generated from social media and internet platforms to $180 billion. Boom, bada, boom. Stepping up our game, leveling up our, yeah. Shouts out to America, baby. History repeats itself. Life changes, but some things never change. You know, those kinds of phrases. Well, I feel like we're experiencing a brand new loop.
I want out of this infinite loop.
All those things that our parents may have experienced, that they were for sure were gonna happen again in their own way. Bootcut jeans, wearing a Canadian suit. There's a lot of different things that make their way back that weren't around before. Skinny to baggy. However, right? So our parents come from an era where everything that they watched did not behave like the real world.
Except for documentaries and stuff like that. They still existed, obviously.
No one swore. No one was dressed down. Everyone had fine outfits.
He got that shit on, though.
Anytime that there was cinema, it was over-exaggerated. There were the drama kids.
Take your shit. Dramatic ass.
Our parents saw their parents tell them the world is getting vulgar. Look at, when I was a child, people wouldn't say these kinds of things on the radio, and when people wouldn't dare swear on TV shows and in movies, and they be telling you the world getting too vulgar while they cutting the chicken head off, while they gutting a whole bird down, skinning it, taking the bird's leaves off of them.
Stupid.
Leaves, feathers. They explaining to you, but you see that stuff on the TV though? That's just crazy. That's just, you'd never see that in my day. But isn't it even more crazy? Because now we're seeing our parents' world change again, where media groups making cinema, Rooster Teeth.
But how can you know someone from the future, Caboose?
Make Me Bad 35, and then the whole thing between him and that dude that ended up on Nickelodeon, because I never really watched him. There was different things on the internet happening that were just very jarring, I'd say. Jarring, indeed, for our parents' generation. Could you imagine? You've been watching cinema grow into this machine, this powerhouse that produces these magical feats of a production. You've seen friends try and make movies. You even maybe tried to act here and there. Some of your parents, right? And they're looking at some of these movies and TV shows. Wow, this is amazing. This is captivating. Look at the efforts that have been put in. And we're all behind the scenes as their kids. A lot of us at least watching that. Well, I'm not interested. I don't know. I'm gonna go watch these people talk to me on YouTube for an hour and a half. I'm gonna watch these people go play a video game for a while. And for the women, it was a lot of other shit too, I'm pretty sure. But for the dudes, it was definitely a lot of my friends. I think they either had their own streamer they was watching, or we watched the same streamer. We was playing our own games and then watching videos about those games. We would watch an informative video every now and then and share that in the group chat or whatever the case may be. But other than that, you say, and vulgarity was not shy on the internet at all. My mom had a big problem watching this show called Spartacus. Hated it. Now, with that being said, right, I was watching Rooster Teeth at the time. The debates, fights, arguments we used to get into about what's actually worthwhile to watch. Some people play a video game and act like it's a show, versus some people acting like they're in the 1800s fighting lions in a Viking pit, when in reality this is some of the freakiest stuff I've ever seen in my life. I was going at it. I'm trying to tell you.